If you have a child or client whose family speaks multiple languages, it can be really tricky to know which language to teach the child in. So today we're talking about that. Hi, I'm Dr. Mary Barbera, autism mom, behavior analyst, and best-selling author. Each week I provide you some ideas to turn autism or signs of autism around. So I'd love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. So today I'm sharing an excerpt from podcast 237 with a woman named Olga, whose daughter was 22 months old when she was diagnosed with autism. She lives in a trilingual household. And so today we're talking about how to pick a language.
Majority of our family, because my side of the family, everybody speak Russian. His side of the family, everybody speak Georgian. English, only me and him can speak fluently. Maybe like not fluently, not as fluent as people who were born and raised here,
Right.
but to a certain extent. But our parents, they're not being able to communicate in English to her. So we decided as a family to pick a language where the majority of family can communicate with her. And that language was Russian. But at the same time, my husband, because he and his family are the only people who can speak Georgian, I honestly don't know Georgian. So shame on me.
So anybody that speaks more than one language, I take my hat off to, because, I only speak one language. So, and I know the research is clear that speaking multiple languages early on should be a benefit, not a problem. However, in my experience with kids that are non-vocal or with autism, you have to start somewhere. You have to start with single words, single syllables.
Yes.
And I just find that if you can even get the first 100 words in the language where the interventionists are going to come and the school is going to be, it can be a springboard. But go ahead, back to your story. So you picked Russian.
We picked Russian. My husband was talking Georgian to her. He never finished, so he's talking Georgian with her even now. But at the same,
he helped to pick Russian, right?
Yeah. But at the same time, we didn't stop English also. So it wasn't like, oh, we only speak Russian, but no English at all. No, we were speaking English here and there with her as parents, not to the extent of Russian, obviously, because many more people were able to speak Russian to her, and only me and my husband could speak English to her. But at the same time, all her services and school, all of those people speaking English to her.
So when you did like table time and you said pig, 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 was that in English or in Russian?
So I actually, in the beginning, I did the table time in Russian.
Okay.
Only in Russian to kind of like start her language going.
Okay.
And now when I'm doing table time with her, I'm doing only in English, because she is conversational in Russian fully. So she answers questions, she asks questions. She speaks in sentences in Russian. In English, her receptive definitely better than her
expressive. Yeah.
Expressive. I apologize. Expressive language. So right now we're doing everything in English with her.
Okay. Well, that's amazing. And she's how old now?
So she's 4.
Wow. About 4.5, right?
4.5. Yeah. Close to 5.
So, I mean, being 4.5, and speaking basically 2 languages, conversational in Russian and almost conversational in English, is amazing, especially when we're only talking a few years of therapy. And, a lot of credit goes to you and your whole family, but you were the one that took the courses and spearheaded and became what I like to call the captain of the ship. Do you feel like the captain of the ship?
I do, and I don't at the same time, because like a lot of things I feel that I don't know yet. because I feel like the more your child is progressing in that field, the more you have to learn how to teach kiddos like that.
Yeah, it gets harder to teach the intermediate learner those kind of skills. There's very few people in the whole world that know how to teach a child, prepositions, interverbal webbing, pronouns, feature function class. Like, it gets complicated. And then we also have to worry about teaching showering, teaching independence with dressing, teaching and then did she have like problem behaviors along the way too, or has she always been a pretty happy,
No,
smiley kind of
yeah,
kid?
she has always been pretty happy child. Well, she has like some cries here and there, but nothing outrageous, like toddler of her age, like pretty neurotypical. That never had any problems with problem behavior, never.
Right. Wow.
She's fully potty trained. Again, thank you and your courses, because I was following the protocol. I think like we started like twice, and then after the second time we just finished it all, and thank God it went really well.
I hope you enjoyed that excerpt from 237. If you did, you can listen to the whole podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. It's the Turn Autism Around podcast, episode 237. And if you like this episode, please leave a comment, give a thumbs up, or share it with somebody else who might benefit. And if you'd like to take the digital assessment, it is still free at marybarbera.com/assessment. It will give you scores in 3 areas and really help you find your starting point or your restarting point. So I'll see you right here next time.